Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about all the reasons why so many people are moving to Colorado, and specifically right here in Grand Junction, Colorado, and you're not going to want to miss it, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Robert Hayes, along with my wife Christie, who's out and about today. We are the Hayes Home Group right here in Grand Junction. We're local realtors helping people all over the country move and relocate here to Grand Junction, Colorado. So if you are new to this channel, do us a favor and click that subscribe button, hit that little bell. That way you're notified every time we post a new video. And if you are looking to move to and live here in Grand Junction, Colorado, reach out, give us a phone call, send us a text, shoot us an email, whatever you need to do to get a hold of us. We definitely got your back when moving to Grand Junction. So we're going to have a little bit of fun today, along with some stats on home prices right here in Grand Junction, Colorado, and some personal experiences driving around town as far as the traffic is concerned. But honestly, people, the number one reason why people are deciding to move out of California, Texas, Arizona, Illinois, right here to Colorado, and again, specifically Grand Junction, Colorado, is the housing is so much cheaper here in Grand Junction than it is in, say, California, even to the east, Denver, Colorado, some parts of Texas. Last year alone, almost 80,000 people left California and moved right here to Colorado. In Arizona, that number was about 30,000 relocating from Arizona here to Colorado. And how many of those people made it to Grand Junction, Colorado? About 2%. Now that's a pretty decent number considering our population here in Grand Junction or the Grand Valley, which is a little over 100,000 people. The median home price, just on the data I pulled, in California is about $674,000 for a single family residence. And that number is even higher in Northern California. And what's the average median home price here in Grand Junction, Colorado? It's about $224,000, which is right at the national average. In fact, in our last video, we showed a comparison between what a $350,000 home in Denver looks like and a $350,000 home right here in Grand Junction looks like. Pretty big difference there. And for those of you that are thinking about moving from California here to Colorado and maybe even Grand Junction, Colorado, let's have a little bit more fun and let's take right in the middle of the median home price in California to, let's say, $1 million Northern California property. Let's kind of split the difference there at $750,000. What does that get you here in Grand Junction, Colorado? Well, it gets you a mansion is what it gets you, with a couple of acres to boot. So all in all, that would be the number one reason why most people in some of those other states, California, Texas, Arizona, are leaving those states and considering a much cheaper home option here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Now, when it comes to employment growth, Grand Junction over the next 10 years is projected to have almost a 43% employment growth. Do you want to know what the employment growth is projected to be over the next 10 years nationally? Only about 33%. In fact, the most recent stats from the Mesa County Economic Update is showing a 3.9% employment growth here in Grand Junction, Colorado, with an unemployment rate of only 2.9%. Also, Forbes magazine just a few years ago has called Grand Junction, Colorado one of the best little cities for careers and for businesses. In fact, it was just announced that the Bureau of Land Management was just relocated to, or will be, here in Grand Junction from Washington, D.C. One of the other things that we get comments on all the time from people that have relocated from some of those bigger cities is we have no traffic here. And the average commute time to get to work is about 14 minutes. Now that's no traffic, zip, zero, nada. Now Highway 70 runs right through town, and that's the main freeway or highway. Now in town, of course, you're gonna have people in front of you at a stoplight. That's pretty normal stuff. And you're gonna have to get used to roundabouts, which for whatever reason is something they really love in this town. Now the story that I've heard is that an old commissioner who used to be part of the city planning had a wife who traveled to Europe and really loved the roundabout idea. But actually I've come to like them quite a bit just because of the fact that you don't have to wait at a stoplight. Traffic's always moving through. But if that's not something you're used to, it's something that you're going to have to get used to. And another thing that you'll have to get used to here in town, and I actually think it's a good thing when it comes to construction, usually it's in the spring or at the end of summer in the fall where you're going to see some orange cones throughout town. And to me, that just means that the city is expanding and really trying to beautify the roads and the highways so that it's easier to get around town, and that's just good for all of us. Now let's talk about the weather. The weather here in Grand Junction on average is about 253 sunny days per year. The national average is about 205 days, and you're definitely going to get all 4 seasons here in Grand Junction, which is another great thing that I love about living here. In the fall, the beautiful colors, the oranges, the reds just pop. They're so vibrant and it's absolutely gorgeous. And another reason that people love Grand Junction, Colorado is we're high desert. We're only about 4,500 feet. So the snowfall here is about 15 inches on average annually. That's it. But the great thing about that is you have that limited snowfall here, which is super mild, but you can drive 2 hours and hit Vail, Colorado, Aspen, Colorado, or even go down to Telluride. They're all within about 2 hours away. So if you want that world-class skiing, it's right there for you, only a couple of hours away. The local skiing is only about 30 minutes away at a place called Powderhorn. So if you have that inkling to want to go skiing but not all the mountain driving, you can do that too. And there was an article, I believe in the New York Times not too long ago, that called Grand Junction one of the greatest places to live without any natural disasters. Probably the biggest thing that you're ever going to encounter here is a thunderstorm, which is going to be in late August, sometimes early spring, and those usually kind of hit in the late afternoon to the early evenings, and usually they blow out after that. Now, my wife and I actually love a good thunderstorm. We actually go out on the porch, covered obviously, and watch the light show, but that's about the only thing you're going to see in Grand Junction as far as, crazy weather is a good thunderstorm every once in a while. And again, typically that's going to be in the late summer, early spring, and then that very minimal amount of snow in the wintertime, which we could basically take a broom and sweep the snow off our driveway most of the time. In fact, me personally, I'm kind of a weirdo and I wear shorts and t-shirts in the winter still, unless it gets down to my barometer is about 10 degrees or below that, then I'll probably put some pants and a hoodie on or something along those lines. But flip-flops and shorts and a t-shirt, pretty good for me all throughout the wintertime. And one of the other major factors that people consider when moving to Grand Junction, Colorado is the natural beauty that surrounds us on all sides. So another good thing is the fact that Grand Junction is kind of in a valley that's surrounded by the Book Cliffs, the Colorado National Monument. We have the Grand Mesa off to the east. So there's really no opportunity for a grand expansion here in the Grand Valley. But you have those natural settings, that beauty that surrounds you on all sides, which is something that we sometimes take for granted living here for as long as we have, but it'll be something that'll certainly knock your socks off when you come out for a visit. If you're doing that and looking around at properties, you'll see the beauty of the surroundings on all sides. All right, so of all of those things, all of those terrific reasons why you should move to Grand Junction, Colorado, comment below which one's your favorite. Would it be the cost of housing? Would it be the weather? Would it be the employment growth, the no traffic, or the natural beauty that surrounds us on all sides? All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching yet another video that we're posting about Grand Junction, what it's like to live, work, and play here in the Grand Junction, Colorado area. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you know every time we post a new video. And again, if you are thinking about moving to and living here in Grand Junction, Colorado, make sure you reach out and give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, whatever you need to do, we've got your back when moving here to Grand Junction.